And hello, everyone. Now, here's the
What?
big thing. Can you hear me?
Yes.
I can
No.
hear. I can
Can
hear you.
can chat hear me? I want to make sure because things got a little wonky because I got a new headset, so the computer doesn't like it.
Okay,
Yeah,
you were. Yeah,
I
we
can
can
hear it
hear.
through the video player.
Okay, cool. That was the one thing I was afraid of, like going into tonight. It's like I need a new headset because the old one was actually like hurting the outside of my ears.
That's
So,
no good.
That's why you have smaller ears.
Sure, just let me change the features of my body. I have a very large square head. So,
So
like,
what you're saying is you're Frankenstein.
pretty much. I've got the Frankenstein eyebrow line and everything, but it was starting to damage my ear, so I bought a new headset. But like going through the sound settings and everything, it looks like everything is like super low. So I think I need to install the drivers for this headset when we
Always the pain when switching out audio stuff.
Yep, I completely forgot about it, especially since it's a Turtle Beach headset that requires drivers.
Oh, that's yeah.
Yeah, but like these ones are super comfortable. They've got the adjustment for like the glasses and everything. So
Oh, nice.
yeah, Th-
Fancy.
they're the ones I've been looking at for a while, and I finally decided after last night, getting a nice little cut across the back of my ear from the pressure that the old ones were putting on after playing like 6 hours of Far Cry, that
Oh damn.
it was time to change.
Yeah, your audio equipment shouldn't draw blood. That's how you know things are bad.
Yeah. Well, they're
But how else are you going to properly sanctify it to your dark gods?
I don't think that's a requirement. I don't think broken down audio equipment is one of like the things that the Dark Lords look for.
No. Clearly, it's broken down because you didn't sanctify it to your dark gods.
Oh, that's what I forgot. I installed the drivers, but not the heresy.
There you go.
No heresy. We purge heretics.
So, how's your guys' week's been?
All right.
Crazy.
Being acceptable. I finally, this is something that probably didn't bother anybody else, but it bugged the hell out of me. I finally adjusted my green screen so it didn't have a bit of wrinkle at the bottom. Now it's nice and taut.
Taut like toy gun.
Yes.
To be fair,
And-
I will say it like in the Wednesday and Sunday night game, like seeing that camera or seeing the green screen in the background behind you when it was like that, it did bug me.
It
I was
bugged the
just being,
shit
I was
out of me.
I was being nice and not saying anything.
Because
But
when I
it's
first,
still got a big wrinkle right there.
it does have a wrinkle on this. How the fuck do cameras work? It's in a corner somewhere. But that's just because I haven't finished putting one more hook on that side. But when I initially set it up, my camera wasn't where it was. It was like straight on top of my monitors. So you didn't see all the wrinkles and stuff.
Yeah.
But when I moved my camera, I couldn't be fucked to adjust the green screen until yesterday.
Yeah, and it's like I bought curtains today for my room, so if I do a day stream, I don't look like a ghost.
Nice.
But you know, me being me, I still haven't set them up.
Oh man, spoopy streams are the best.
Yeah, but spoopy streams are the best. But I'm more like the comical, like sheet over your face style ghost. But yeah, my mic is really low. Oh, that cannot be allowed.
I hear you just fine.
Yeah, you're a little bit lower than normal, but I hear you fine.
It sounds perfectly fine through the video player on my end.
All right, so I will adjust the gain and bring the microphone closer to my face. Compared to everyone else, I think it's because like I'm adjusting to the headset, so I'm not trying to yell because they're sound canceling, and I don't want to like make everybody hear the torment I'm going to put you through in the house today. And yes, so for those who don't know, today is one of the final 2 episodes of season 1. We will be finishing season 1 of Gibbering Mouthers next week. There will be no downtime because the following week we will be doing world building and character creation and getting ready to jump into the second season. I've got a couple ideas
You're welcome.
well, I mean, couple ideas aside from like the stuff that you guys have given me for your background, but like I've gotten ideas from the backgrounds that you've given me. I am currently using a cartographer program to create a world map for us. So we will be able to like plot important points and whatnot, and it could be something that's up in the background when you guys are traveling. You guys aren't going to be pretty much limited to 2 areas like you've been in this campaign.
I only have one request for the next campaign, only because I've only been Luxana for a short amount of time, and I feel robbed. One request that
I feel robbed.
I want to be able to keep the enchanted armor that can change to whatever I want it to look like.
Well,
That's my one request.
technically, like with what you're going to be, technically you could just mystique it.
This is true. However, it's the armor doesn't change with you when you're a changeling. So if I change into somebody who's much bigger than me, the armor is pretty much just going to rip off my body.
Now, see, that's because they do changelings wrong. I have the thing. I have always held on that changelings should be able to shift their body to look like other things as well. So like clothing. It may not give you the same qualities as said clothing, but you can at least look like it. But we're getting a little ahead of ourselves,
Yep.
giving a little spoilers for the season 2. Last week, some things happened, didn't they?
Yep.
Little bit.
What do I need to roll for the fate thing, by the way? Because I want to go ahead and do that.
Well,
and get it off my chest.
beforehand, Alicorn, how about you give everybody a TLDR of what happened last week?
TLDR, we had our last supper with Auntie. God damn it,
Avara?
Avara.
I keep wanting to call her Amara. I don't remember why, but I remember Amara being like one of my favorite names of a character in a movie or something that
Firefly?
I watched. Yep, that works. Yep. Anyway, so we had our last supper, and Ichirai awoke to find his 8-month pregnant Iris and his daughter Asuna are there and happy, and he's confused, and he asked his celestial guide, and they were like, "What? They've always existed. What the fuck is wrong with you? Calm down. I think you're letting things go to your head." And we all went and basically had Auntie Avara's credit card and got a whole bunch of stuff that we got to pick up today. And that's pretty much all that happened. It seems like not that much, but
there was also something else that happened as well. Cassius kind of kissed and made up with his sister.
Oh yeah, that's true too.
Pretty much saying that after after the whole shenanigans are over, it was a trot and everything, the world gets back to quote unquote normality, he pretty much wants to join up with her. And he wants in on whatever she is planning.
Yep.
And being the little sneak thief that Luxana is, she was spying on it and has decided that she's going to join them as well.
Yep.
But yes.
I do anything to protect my family.
Your fake family.
Those that I care about. My not dad.
Your space dad and your evil aunt.
Yep.
But yeah, so you guys, like Alicorn said, you guys did go out and kind of had full access to whatever you needed using Avara's credit card.
It was great.
And instead of having to pick it up, everything has been delivered to you at the mansion.
Ooh.
They have been they all of your items are laid about in a neat fashion on the table, the grand table that you guys had the meal at the previous night. Your name's neatly tagged on every item, and Avara is in there now in a garb more fitting for a battle mage.
Okie dokie. Well, I didn't really ask for anything specific, so you're gonna have to give me the lowdown of what's happening with my weapons and armor and stuff.
Yep. I know I do.
I'm so excited. It's like Christmas.
Christmas, and then the next day we all die.
It's fine. It's fine. It's Christmas today, you know? YOLO.
Christmas, and then the next day is just Mayan calendar New Year's. So, everything you guys asked for is there, and you can update your character sheets for that. Alicorn, or I should say Luxana, sitting on the table for you, since you really didn't give specifics, you just said, make this for an adult, because I'm an adult and I'm responsible. There is a nice cutlass sitting in a scabbard. And then next to it is what looks to be a flintlock pistol with a release switch on the side of it. And when you push the release switch, the barrel comes down, and you can see a tube that's almost about probably the size of a like a thin potion vial. Laying on the table in a small bandolier are a series of these small tubes that seem to be shimmering and changing colors like every second. And inside, well, not inside, but attached to it is a small note that says, this should be the pretty that you wanted this to be. And there's instructions that you put a vial in, close it, point and shoot, and the bullet will take care of the rest. And yes, Regrow, it is the outcaster from Outlaw Star.
How many vials do I have?
The bandolier has 40 vials. It's kind of like a double shoulder bandolier.
Okay. Alrighty.
And so what you do, you don't bork, but
do
when
I
you
get a Beauregard too?
but when you fire it, you will roll a d6, and depending on the roll is a different effect for the bullet.
That sounds
I like
fun.
that.
That sounds like lots of fun, actually. I like.
Wait, so the shots are just random?
The shots
Yeah.
are random.
Oh damn!
whatever color it's on when I shoot is probably what's gonna.
She said that she didn't care, and to surprise her, but she wanted it to be pretty.
Never tell your hairdresser or your magic item maker.
I got you, fam.
All right.
Just say.
And what is the damage on the cutlass and the pistol? Just normal damage?
Your cutlass.
Oh.
Your cutlass has something special for it as well. On the side of the scabbard is a small, like, little dial. And you can see that there are 4 settings to it. There's one that has a flame, one that has an icicle, one that has a sun, and one that has a skull.
Oh, nice.
And how this works is before you draw the blade, you turn the dial to whatever you want, and then you pull it out. And it will do either fire, ice, radiant, or necrotic.
Ooh. I am super happy with just letting this be a surprise. And lastly, the armor.
Your armor has been it has pretty much been sized to you. It's got a little more padding in areas, giving you a little bit more defense, but still being able to retain your to be able to retain the glamour that is on it. You've gotten a +2 enchant on the armor.
Okay. All right, cool. All right, I got it. And then the for the cutlass, I have 1d6 plus 1 damage, and the pistol 1d6 plus 1. Is that still going to be accurate?
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
Your cutlass is going to do 2d6. And that's going to be it's 2d6 plus your damage stat, but it's going to be whatever damage that you have chosen it to be.
Okay.
There's no base metal damage or anything like that. It's just the elemental damage.
Okay, so it'll be the 2d6 and then roll for whatever elemental damage it is.
No, it's 2d6 elemental damage.
Oh, okay.
So, like, if you know you're going against something that's weak against, like, fire or something, you can click it on fire and just, like, burn them.
Okay.
Your weapon, your gun, on the other hand, you get to find out that when you roll the dice.
Okie dokie. Sounds like a plan. Because it's just on 1d6 plus 1 for now, so just let me know if that needs to stop licking your butt.
I will tell you right now, it does more than 1d6 plus 1.
Well, that's just what the toy pistol damage was.
I know.
Depending on what you roll for your d6.
Let's just say a critical shot's going to be fun.
Yay.
If we ever get down to that.
Hopefully I don't shoot Cassius in the back with it.
Yeah, please stop shooting me with stuff.
Oh no, but see, the failure is fun, but just for me. It's pretty bad for you, so.
Oh no.
Obliterate.
So, does anyone else have any questions about their items?
Yes.
Okay.
I do. I don't know what my sword is. You never told me, and I need to know what my other stuff got upgraded to.
Okay, so you went in and you upgraded the Onakiri, you said?
No, I gave them the Void Dragon.
Oh, that's right. You gave him the Void Dragon.
Yeah, I wanted something made from that guy.
And you preferred it to be a blade, right?
Yep.
So you are given this like almost Chinese broadsword. But the blade, like, unless you are looking at it at the right angle, doesn't really look like it's there. Like, it seems to fade in and out of reality as it's cutting. When you use this blade, you have advantage on attacks.
God damn, they just gave me like a dimensional blade? What the hell?
It pretty much gives you advantage because it's cutting reality itself.
Oh my god, you did give me the dimensional blade. Holy crap.
The damage itself is going to be a D8 base damage. Plus, you are going to do 1d6 fire, 1d8 cold, and 1d12 necrotic.
Okay, hold on a second. So it's D6. Says D6 fire.
D6 fire, D8 cold, D12 necrotic.
D8 cold and D12 necrotic.
Yep.
Not sure about that necrotic, but whatever.
Well, it's necrotic because it's the void.
Well, yeah.
Let me know. Well, actually, I'm going to see it, but there's something a little special that happens if you critical hit.
Oh dear lord.
And there's something that happens when you critical fail.
Oh man.
Like you guys pretty much just gave it to me and said, "Surprise me." This is end game, so you're getting the specialty goods.
So my ring and my belt go to +3. I'm presuming.
Yes, your ring and your belt go to +3.
And then what about my bracers of shocking?
Remind me again, what was it that you wanted for the shocking?
I wanted more oomph.
You wanted more oomph.
Because it only does a D4.
That's right. So the bracers now have this like this small like half dome on the top of them. And inside you can just see what looks to be almost like a live wire dashing around inside of it. To where they have captured a small part of an elemental's essence and have imbued it into this gauntlet.
Oh damn.
Your oomph has been upgraded to 2d6.
Oh nice. I'll take that. Booyah.
Fox, you had a question?
Yes. The gold band for my horn, I already have the details on charging it with spells. But I also mentioned to the guy if he could add any sort of additional protection to it, he's welcome to. Did he or did he not?
He did add protection to it. So
Right on.
seeing as how this is a spell absorption, he has also added resistance to it.
Nice.
To any spell effects. You
Very
have
nice.
resistance and saving throws against spell effects now. Like advantage against spell effects.
I'll take it. And I think that was the only thing that I bought. But the other thing, Avara gave me one of her sickles that she kind of manifested. Does it actually do anything, or is it just decorative?
Oh, no. It does something.
Is
So-
it good things or bad things?
It steals your life force every time you hit something with it.
I mean, she kind of already does that, so...
So, the sickle itself, when you use it, you swear you can hear your mother's voice inside your head.
So it traumatizes me every time I use it. Got it.
It almost comforts you. Because it's not like her screams of torment or anything. It's more like when she would
Hands of
comfort
his sister.
comfort you as a child.
Got it.
The blade, on the other hand, when it cleaves into somebody, it has the ability to cut through to to anything within 5 feet next to it. So it's a cleave weapon.
Nice.
For every creature that you strike, you regain 10 HP.
Nice. And what's the damage on it?
Damage is 2d8. She's had some time to put some oomph behind these blades.
I can tell. I think that's all I had to ask about.
Okay. Anyone else? No?
I just had was that ring +3. It just gave me extra protection, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Give me just 1 second.
So if nobody has any more questions, you guys suit up, get your gear, and Avara, without a word, leads you out to the back and down the small series of stairs to a personal dock where this enormous, like, galley ship is waiting for you.
I take it that's our passage.
You are correct. The Warriors Guild, or the Adventurers Guild, has already set out towards the island, each of them bearing my mark. So they shouldn't meet any resistance until they start making trouble.
Right. Sorry about that.
We, on the other hand, are going to be going around to the back end of the island. Hopefully your adventurer friends cause enough of a distraction for us to slip in almost undetected. Once inside, our goal is the main coronation chamber. We have to stop the ritual that's going on, because without the ritual, Zatrat cannot gain full power. I do not know what will happen entirely if we are successful, but plan for the worst.
Plan for the worst when stopping it?
Plan for the worst, yes. Both. Plan for the worst when stopping it and when it's stopped. If it all goes according to plan, it will be stopped and we will be able to secure Zatrat in the gem. Crackbolt will meet us there. He has a few modifications he has to make to his airship. If any of you wish to turn away right now, I would not hold it against you. Some of us may not return.
With that, I think Luxana is just going to kind of nod solemnly and summon her her griffin, and just
Okay.
kind of mount up and be like, "We got this. The powers of friendship will see us through."
I don't think friendship has much to do against an elder god. Okay.
I do have a question
Yes.
that we forgot. What was in my dream?
That's right. I forgot to tell you what happened in your dream.
Yep.
So, the whole flirting between, well, not between you and the Princess of Hell, but her doing that little flirty thing, sort of makes sense now.
Oh,
As
okay.
you, your time in Hell before you were imprisoned, you were kind of something to her. Not really in a romantic sense, but you were one of her agents who started to get a little too big for his britches. After numerous successful campaigns under her leadership, and due to the information that you were passing to her, you were found out. Not really pleased that you had betrayed another demonic lord, as you were a double agent. You were tortured for 120 years.
Ooh.
Until your memories were burned out of your mind and you had pretty much no concept of who you were. And then afterwards, they sealed you away in that belt. And then cast you off into the mortal realm. Almost as an insult for you to be worn to hold somebody's garments up.
So, who was that I betrayed? Did I betray Glacia? Or did I
No,
betray
you betrayed Dispater.
Dispater? Okay.
Dispater. You betrayed Dispater under the orders of Glacia. But since your memories have been returned to you, you feel something burning inside. You now have the ability to to pretty much hell step short distances. Think of it as Nightcrawler from X-Men when he just like bamps out of reality and pops back in.
So I can pretty much go anywhere I see.
Pretty much.
Oh, cool.
You can also take people along with you, but anybody you take with you has to make a saving throw, or they're going to be taking damage because you are literally dragging them through hell.
Okay. Does it depend on how long the
No. So it is both a Constitution and Wisdom save.
Oh, man.
A failed Constitution roll, they will take 8d6 fire damage. On the failed Intelligence save, they are frightened for 6 rounds.
Oh, I can use this offense. I love it.
Yeah, you could use it as offense. All you would have to do is make a grapple check, and if you succeed the grapple check, then you can bamf people somewhere.
I like this.
And
All right. Continue.
Well, it's up to you guys. Are you going to step forward on the boat, or are you going to stay behind?
I'm totally stepping on the boat. I just need to know what's the plus hit and damage on the new sword.
I gave you the damage for it.
Yeah, but is it? I mean, does it? So it has no additional plus to hit or damage, or because even if it has additional damage effects, I need to know what its bonus to hit and damage are.
Oh, bonus to hit is a +3.
Okay.
Damage wise, it's just what I gave you.
Okay, so it's a plus to hit 3, but there's no additional to damage. It's just
It's just what you get. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
All right. And since you guys are stepping onto the boat to set sail for the island, I think this is a good place to take our first break for us to get drinks and whatever you need, because when we come back, things are going to get nasty.
So what you're saying is it's the final countdown. Because I'm totally going to listen to that on break.
You guys got new toys, and you got your defenses.
It's time to use.
But that doesn't mean that I've balanced the playing field. So
I still need to roll for the thing too.
Oh yeah, go ahead and give me that roll.
What do I have to roll?
Give me percentiles.
Good luck.
Okay. So it's 100, right?
D100.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
I don't know what that means, but I feel like it's good.
You're safe.
Yes. Whew.
But I'm waiting for the but.
Oh no, there's no but right now.
Aw, darn.
She's
Not right
safe.
now.
You're safe
For now.
for now. But we're gonna step away for just a second here, guys. We will be right back, and then we will be getting into the thick of things. So stick with us, guys. We'll see you in about 5 minutes.
All right.
All right. And we're back. I'm blaming Groudon. I'm blaming Groudon.
I didn't do it.
I'm blaming Groudon.
What'd I do?
It says you're tiny.
Uh-oh.
The camera.
Oh, did Tiny leave?
No.
No.
Oh.
No, none of us have left, so I blame you.
That was
All
rude.
right. Whatever.
I'm blaming Groudon. That's just it. I'm blaming Groudon.
I was just telling Azarin how terrible of a father Ichirai is for not even saying goodbye.
No, we had our goodbyes. They just, that was last week.
Or maybe he's a good father because he knows he's not gonna lose. So there's no point in getting them to worry by saying goodbye.
Yeah.
Maybe
Or maybe he's just
maybe Ichirai is actually best dad.
Ever.
Aw, how sweet.
well. I mean, there's not a lot to compare it to because there's Cassius, but he's just space dad.
Damn.
It's complicated.
It's complicated.
It's complicated.
It's only Cassius.
Wow.
All right, so Groudon's back.
Hi.
He's no longer the words to say tiny.
I'm not tiny.
So, Alicorn, would
Yes,
you like
me?
to know the names of the bullet effects? I'm not going to tell you what they do, but
Sure.
all right. So you've got Scattershot, Shock and Awe, Glitter Bomb, Snowball, Love Tap, and Boom Boom.
Boom boom.
Oh, dude, I want to see Boom Boom.
Are those all like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6?
Yep.
Okay, so I know.
You know the names of them. You just don't know what they do yet.
And you said the second was shock and awe.
Shock and Awe.
I want to see that one.
Glitter bomb.
Heck yeah.
I want to see glitter bomb. What you guys talking about?
That can be arranged.
Now I got misfortune stuck in my head. Thanks, Rojan.
You're welcome.
Alrighty. Scattershot, shock and awe, glitter bomb, snowball, love tap, and boom boom.
Yep.
All right.
Boom boom.
So the ship set sail from Avara's personal dock. The ship itself isn't really anything wondrous. It's almost as if Avara has kept this as plain as possible as to not attract attention. About once you get out to the open sea, though, you notice that the crew begins to unfurl banners and fineries and whatnot that display the spider crest for all to see. And she tells you that this is so the defenses around the island and the creatures that have already been corrupted in the sea will not touch you. We are completely invisible to the enemy eye right now. As long as we don't step out of line or do anything to attract attention, we will make it there. Once we're on the island, we are going to part ways. I have things that I need to do that only I can do. You 5 will be tasked with charging into the back entrance of the temple and working your way into the grand chamber. Hopefully by that time, my task will be done. If not, you are going to have to take out their pet.
Pet?
Yeah, squeeze
Yes.
me. That?
They've obtained. Well, okay, I'm not going to say obtained. They created something, sort of their personal guard dog.
I thought you said the only thing we were going to have to deal with was the priests when we go after the altar.
Rojan, that's a lot of books.
Yeah, it is. I had to get to one book.
It's fine. Dogs love me.
It's not really a dog, dear. It's an abomination, to say the least.
I love abominations.
I don't love that you love abominations.
Well, I have one. He's a flesh golem.
So, she holds her hand out and brings up like an astral image of this creature. Best way to describe it is the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, but green.
I like that.
It's she's like, it's known as a Zamei, an ancient abomination that is a 3-headed dragon. And I'll bring up the image from the book so everyone can see it.
So would we know what this thing is personally?
You can give me Arcana. You can give me Arcana or Arcana checks.
I like it. I want it as a pet.
Well, the dragon knows what it is. You know that they're naturally defenders of like the hearts of large forests. But if the priests have gotten their hands on something like this, you can guarantee it's absolutely corrupted.
Okay, so usually it would be a defender of nature, but
Yes.
but now it would just basically be like awful.
So would we be able to normally find them if we were just walking around in old forests, or do we have to go someplace special?
She's like, in ancient forests, you would most likely find them if they did not find you first.
Righto.
I hate to be that guy, but since I'm a druid, can I re-roll that as a nature check instead?
Sure.
Hey.
So you go from not knowing what it is to knowing exactly what it is.
Yep. It doesn't make me any less scared of it.
If you weren't scared, I'd be worried.
If I wasn't scared, I probably wouldn't have gotten on the boat.
Now, that's only if I can't take care of things myself. If I'm able to, your role in this should be smooth sailing all the way to the chamber. You may run into some cultists, but it's not really like you can't take out basic worshippers. That's just a morality thing for you.
Well, for some of us, maybe.
Yes. I mean, for those who do not like murdering innocents who have been brainwashed.
Speaking of that, after all of this is over, I need to talk to you about some interesting things I heard about you running a cult.
Me running a cult?
A group of followers, if you'd prefer.
Aside from this cult, I have no hands in anything else.
We'll talk later.
She like gives you a rather confused look. She's like, okay. She like shrugs and looks over at Luxana. She's like, do you know what he's talking about?
No idea.
Anyway, get some rest. Before you leave, she walks over to each of you and hands you this vial of bright And I mean bright red liquid, as it's almost glowing in your hands. This will rescue you from death's door once. Do not drink it unless you are near death.
What color is it?
Bright red. Like I said, to the point to where it's glow. It's like giving off like a glow. It's almost a glow stick.
I was about to say, I'm just envisioning like she just cracked a glow stick and she's like, here, drink this poison and you will live.
Drink this glow stick and you'll be fine.
You know we're approaching the Elite Four when we get given full restores.
Yeah.
Yep.
And did you say that when I am with Meredith, time doesn't really pass?
Yeah, like when you're with Meredith, it's almost, it's not that time doesn't pass, time moves slower. To the point to where you can spend an entire week with Meredith and maybe 5 minutes pass in real time.
Okay, well, I imagine I'd probably go to her and tell her what's happening before we all go on this death mission, more or less. And I'm going to let her know that if anything happens to me...
She puts a finger over your lips, and she hands you a bird whistle. If you need us, just blow on it.
I'm going to take the whistle, say thank you, and tell her once more, if anything happens to me, give this to Cassius.
Nothing will happen to you.
Okay,
Sure.
but
What do you give her?
a leather notebook.
Okay.
It's got like blank pages and stuff, and it's got a little note from me in it. And if I die, I'll let you know what the note says.
Look, it's the bell.
I gotta whip out everything. I also did find Greater Steed, and I summoned a dire wolf.
Wait, didn't you add something to that thing?
No, I didn't add anything to it because I wasn't allowed to like absorb big monsters. Okay,
Ah,
higher CR, so it's still there. Just can't necessarily.
All right. So she has that notebook, and I will have tea with her and kind of calm my nerves so I can put on my brave face when I get back. And then I'll go back with my whistle.
Okay.
How long is the journey from the port to the island?
It's going to take you about a day's travel.
Okay, that's perfect.
So you guys have a day to do whatever you need to do.
First of all, I'm going to say, don't let Necraft know you have a new whistle.
we all know how that goes.
I don't know the joke. So
Oh yeah, you weren't here when he had the whistle.
So we had a whistle that we had no clue what it did. We tried to keep it hidden, but Necraft got his hands on it and just blew it. Turned out all right.
You're like giving like the
that's the butler.
TLDR.
That's the butler whistle.
Yep, that's for Jeeves.
It's for Jeeves.
You guys did like almost a full Keystone Cop style chase after him when he grabbed that whistle.
All failures.
nope, my whistle.
And you notice that the whistle is it's almost like a small replica of your dragonette form.
Aww.
So, question: does she blow into the tail or the mouth?
The tail.
Yeah,
Plastic.
just the screech comes out of the mouth, right?
Yep. I mean, unless you want to make the dragon fart, but
I'm just asking, man. Just asking.
I just kiss a little miniature version of myself to summon the witches.
All right. Well, since you said we had basically a full day to
Yeah.
kind of do whatever.
This is for you to tie up any loose ends you may have with one another, or just to do some mental preparation or whatever before you get to the island.
Do you happen to remember how many spots I had left to fill on the 2-weapon fighting feat that I was working on in the imaginary land on the boat while we traveled?
You had 6 slots left.
Oh, I don't think I can do that in a day.
Well, never fear. I still had 14 slots left on my charm chocolate, so
Yeah,
Could
but
be worse.
I don't think you'll have time to make chocolate in this fight.
It would have been great if she finished it and she threw charmed chocolate like in Zatrat's mouth or something.
yeah, or just run up and shove it in the sorcerer's mouth or something, just because it basically was going to be like a combination of an infatuation potion and something else. So they definitely wouldn't have been worried about the ceremony.
So yeah. Do you guys have anything you need to do for the day?
Just gonna spend the next 24 hours meditating on Hellfire.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I have few enough slots to finish my wisdom brew.
You do not.
Yeah.
I mean, if you rolled 2 6s, yes.
Yeah,
But
I'm just gonna chill out in the crow's nest.
okay.
I think I'm gonna go ahead.
I was just gonna say I'm probably just gonna make normal chocolates and make my rounds and try to keep everybody's spirits up.
All right.
Okay, well, since I don't have anything particular that I need to get done, and there's a tiny chance that I could do it, I'm going to try and finish that training for that feat.
Okay. So for those who are trying for their last ditch efforts in order to boost things up, if you're spending the entire day training, you can give me 2d6 rolls.
Is the 8-hour increments?
Yes.
Can I just do 3? I'll just spend 24 hours meditating. That's essentially resting for me.
No, we're it's going to be 2 no matter what.
Righto.
Okay. Oh.
That one.
So that's a total of 3 there.
If you tell me I'm 1 off, I'm going to be annoyed.
You're actually 2 off.
Okay, not as annoyed.
All right, you guys make progress, but
It was worth the attempt.
it was worth the attempt.
So, Rojan, just a super quick question, just because Ichirai is still, his brain is still braining. I check my armband, while I'm up on the crow's nest, because I'm pretty much, by myself, and the armband where I have the friendship bracelet that Luxana made, where I had it stitched into it, is Iris's ring there still?
Yes.
Okay, so now he is super. Thank you very much for that. And she was wearing her ring.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah. Yeah, there's lots of weird shit going on.
Yes, there is.
I'm just figuring, either I die and I wake up and it's a JR moment, or we kill Zatrat and we escape by the skin of our teeth from the island, and it's also a JR moment. So pretty much where I am right now. And for all those who don't get the reference, I'm really dating myself.
Oh.
I got something I want to do.
What's that?
I want to take my ghoul and wolf with me to go kill something so I can fill up this bell.
Well, there's nothing on the ship aside from the crew members.
Up in the ocean.
We're not in the ocean.
Well, you were specifically told not to do anything to attract attention. I mean, if you want to break it and draw attention to yourself, I mean, I'm not gonna complain.
Not yet. Not yet. I'm gonna do something stupid, but not yet.
It's not a matter of if, it's just when.
Exactly.
Kill the craft before we get there.
What's that?
Can we kill the craft before we get there, just in case?
Kill McCrath, put him in the bell.
Someone can summon me.
Hey,
We're not putting him in a bell. We're not risking it.
if there's a party consensus to kill Necrath, I get first swing.
Done.
No, yeah, I'm holding my blade and my ire for you, mofo's. So the least you can do is let me get first chops.
All right. So everyone has the effects of a full rest for the night. Thanks to Luxana's chocolates, you also all start the day off with advantage. Or inspiration, I should say. Everyone has a point of inspiration. You're woken up about, like, right as the sun is rising, as Avara tells you that you're here. When you walk up to the deck, you can see that war has already begun to break out on the beachfront, as the Adventurers Guild is pretty much just running head on into just these waves of cultists and abominations. And you see everything from, like, four-headed wolves to, like, a giant who not only has has two heads on its shoulders, but both of its arms are serpents. It's like pretty much anything that they could just jam together that they have. It's just like these abominable horrors are just like laying into the adventurers as the adventurers are trying to push on through them. But it looks like the plan has gone, or is going, in your favor at the moment, because you are allowed to pass by untouched, even to the point to where you are right now being escorted in by a squadron of winged abominations.
How do the adventurers look like they're doing? I mean,
Right now
they're faring well.
Right now it looks like a stalemate. Like neither side is getting the upper hand over the other. Like it definitely could be worse, but it could be better. And by the time you wrap around the island, the squadron breaks off from you, and it looks like it's heading back towards the front. And you land in the back of the island again on a personal dock. The gangplank goes down, and you all disembark onto land. Avara looks back one more time and just says, "You know what you need to do." And she takes off into the air up to one of the upper floors of the temple. Before you lays a single path of beach that goes up about 300 feet. And then there is a large stone, a large stone base of what almost looks to be a pyramid. The style that it's built. For those who have any experience in history or stone cutting, this looks to be some sort of ancient dwarven make. The doors that are barring the entrance are rotted, though. It's just rotted wood. It's almost as if the inhabitants of this temple are so cocky that nobody would think to come in through the back way, that they haven't really paid attention to it.
So I think seeing that, I'd probably just kind of turn to everyone and say, well, do we go in quietly or do we go in loudly?
I'd like to avoid as much combat as possible until we have to.
I'm not sure quietly as possible with our
Well,
party.
well, true, but if most of the forces are in the forward of the castle, and there's just the minimal amount of guards here, if we can take them out quickly, that's fine. But I'd rather get up there, and I point to like where Avara went, sooner than later.
Well, if we can contain ourselves from creating any unnecessary havoc,
I look at Necron when you say that.
I can assist in our movements.
I can be super quiet.
But if we can't contain ourselves, then it would be a waste of my energy to help with that. I think we're all probably just looking at Necraft
Yeah.
at this point.
That's what like you're saying it to like the group, but you are like intently staring right at Necraft.
What?
It's like, can we just ask you not to do anything dumb for one day?
I guess.
You can touch all the boxes and all the shiny stuff later on.
All right, nothing stupid for today. All right. If it's an accident, it wasn't my fault.
Oh,
So
it was.
It's always your fault.
quietly until we have no other choice then.
Quietly until you have no other choice. I like it.
Okay. So then we will all get a +10 bonus to our stealth rolls.
All right. And that is actually going to help you. So, who's taking the lead?
I guess
Okay, I will.
I guess the only person who has. Actually, I'm not proficient in it, but I have a decent check. I'll take the lead.
You'll take the lead?
Yep.
All right,
Plus
so
10,
27. All right, so you open this double door, and right as you do, a scent of rot and decay just slams into you. And then you feel like this dread just wash over you as going inside this in the temple. You go down a set of stairs, and you begin to go through this winding path, and it just looks like at one point this may have been a runoff, like a runoff drain, but it's been converted, and you begin to go deeper into this narrow hallway, and you can begin to hear the groans and cries of people up ahead.
Ugh.
It's not really you can't tell what they're saying. It's almost as if they've been deprived of sleep, because they're not really making sense with how they're talking.
Okay. Does the sound of the people making that particular groaning sound like it's leading towards up? Because that's where I want to go. Is up.
It's the only path ahead.
Okay.
Like when you went down these steps, this is just a singular path.
All right. So as I head forward, I unsheathe Kugeki Ha, which is my Void Blade.
Mm-hmm.
And anyone who's looking at me looks like I just pulled like an empty hilt out of my scabbard. And I keep going.
All right. Give me. So you go to around the corner and you quickly pull yourself back.
Okay.
As you can see that there are 3 robed cultists around the corner from you, and in this large half circle are 3 rows of people that seem to be hooked up to these weird machines that is slowly like draining their blood down into troughs. And it's like filling up these like intricate arcane symbols.
Is this part of the ritual?
You do not know. But it seems that any time one of the symbols becomes filled with blood, you hear like an eldritch whisper as it glows with a little bit of life.
No, I think it's a good idea to stop any ritual that,
Yeah.
involves blood being pooled in symbols.
Yeah.
Just as a general precaution.
Well, I know.
As
I
a
mean,
general rule of thumb.
general rule of thumb. You know. So I turn around and I'm like, look at the party. I'm like,
I actually have when Luxana sees what's happening, I have something that I want to try.
Okay.
I'm going to kind of sneakily get up to the people. And then when I am
To let you know, there is a total of 45 people hooked up to these machines.
okay, but you said
Oh.
there's three
there's three cultists.
Okay.
3 cultists. They seem to be more like technicians than anything. They just seem to like go from like altar to altar to make sure that these that everything is still going smoothly with the draining.
Okay. Well, then I am going to try.
Mass suggestion.
Yep.
Are you who are you doing this on? The cultists?
Yep. And my suggestion is going to be like, oh well, these people don't need to be attached to the stuff anymore. You
All
can
right.
just let them all go.
So they have advantage against against enchantments. So, all right. So first one failed.
Oh,
Second one makes it. Third one makes it.
All right. Well, at least that's one that's going to be.
So, the one that you seem to have influence over, like shakes his head for a moment, and he begins to walk over to one of them and starts to try to undo the machines. And while he's working on one person, you see one of the other cultists that you did not successfully enchant raise its arm, and these multiple tendrils whip out from underneath the robe and just go through its head, killing it.
oh, damn.
These guys had no chill.
Well, that's one less we have to worry about.
And you notice that when the cultist falls, its robes just drop as the body begins to decay into like this smoldering pile of like noxious black goop.
Thank God. For one second, I thought you became one with the Force.
It's now a Force ghost cultist.
So how far? So from the corner where we're hiding, how far away are they?
If you were to break into the room, one is about a good 50 feet. The other is another about 40.
Who's closer to me, the 50 feet guy or the 40 feet guy?
The 40-foot guy.
Okay, I'm just asking because we don't have the room, so the 40-foot guy could technically be 40 feet, but there could be shit in the way. So, so I'm going to, since we haven't initiated combat, they're just like, what the hell's up with this dude? I'm gonna just, and I'm gonna sneak up to the guy who's 40 feet away. Not sneak, I guess, because sneak is half, moving sneakily is half movement. I'm gonna just,
Naruto run.
Yep. Naruto run up to him and and try to I have to hope I get initiative, but I'm initiating melee combat.
Okay.
So I need to know if he's surprised because we've been doing surprise wrong. We need to determine surprise, and then once we determine surprise, then we do initiative.
All right. Well, let's see if he notices you. He doesn't really notice you.
Alrighty, so it's initiative. I just have to hope I beat him. Yes. Oh, it's HP Fox. I can assassinate HP Fox.
All right. So first roll is for the 40-foot cultist.
Okay. Damn.
Oh, goddamn! Seriously, dude.
I'm afraid so. And second roll.
All right. So no assassinate. That's fine.
But you do get that surprise attack, don't you?
No, I don't. They're surprised, so they lose their turn for the round.
Okay. So that one lost it.
What about the other guy? Is he surprised when I jump his friend?
Yes. So Luxana and then like those two are going to skip, and then it's everyone else. So Luxana.
All right. Well, I guess I'm going to try out my new pistol.
Who are you shooting?
I am probably gonna shoot the one. Which one was the one that did like the through the brain thing?
The 50-foot.
The 50-foot. Okay. Well, then I'll probably shoot at the 50-foot one.
Okay. So give me that D6 first.
Okay.
Hey, Rojan, can you put in a token for a direwolf?
Yeah. So it's going to be shock and awe that you're firing.
Okay.
So go
Wait,
ahead.
didn't she have her curse removed?
Yes, I did.
Oh, damn. Okay.
That's not the curse. That was just to see what bullet she put in.
Oh, that's right. Her funky ass gun.
Yeah.
And I want to see shock and awe.
And then roll for. I guess I'll just do the roll for attack for the pistol
Yeah.
and see how that goes.
That's going to hit. So your shock and awe
Mhm.
does 46 damage.
Okay.
And it's got to make a Constitution save versus paralysis.
Wow. Okay.
Give me a second here because I need to get a wolf token.
No problem. I'm just. That was a really good roll for damage.
There you go.
And I can roll initiate for it.
Oh, I gotta do the whole dire wolf thing, huh?
Yeah.
Where'd you get the dire wolf from?
Find greater seed.
Yeah, he's copying me.
Wait, you rolled find greater steed and you got
And you chose dire wolf.
Yeah.
okay.
It's
A demonic dire wolf.
I guess.
Would it be demonic though? That's
I can choose angelic or demonic.
Yeah, you can choose. You can choose Fey or whatever the other beast shield types are.
Yeah.
All right. And it's a dire wolf, you said?
Yes.
It has dire wolf stats. It's just using the infernal template, so it just looks like it's a hell beast, but it's still a dire wolf.
All right, dire wolf is set up. I think I need to get I need to give you the ability to control it too.
Yeah, you just gotta stick it in his journal and give him control.
Yep. Can be controlled by Necrath and in Necrath's journal. There you go.
Hey, and I'll roll for.
Dire Doggo is now in yours. All right, so he's going to take 19 damage.
And players cannot have a bardic inspiration die while they have inspiration, right?
No, you can.
No, it's two different things.
Yeah, they're,
Oh,
two,
okay.
they're two different things.
All right.
The inspiration is basically, you announce I'm using my inspiration when I make this roll, in case it's like a total flub and nothing else is gonna fix the roll.
All right,
And
so you see this this arc of lightning like begin to fly out of your gun as it turns into a giant fist and just punches, like just cold cocks him right across the face. And it's to the point it hits him so hard that he spins around from it, and then he's pretty much paralyzed.
Wait, so not only if the paralyzed effect happens, a lightning punch comes out the gun?
Yeah, the bullet like transforms into a fist and just punches him.
Dude, that is so tight.
I am so excited for this gun.
Got that Who Framed Roger Rabbit image in my head with the guns just like animation.
I know, dude. It's like it's like the 6-pack at the end with like Eddie's gun.
Yeah.
Oh god, it's so awesome. I love it.
All right. Well, I guess after I do that, I am going to toss a thing of bardic inspiration over to probably Ichirai since he's closest.
Yep. Since they are surprised they do not get this round, Dire Wolf.
All right.
How does Dire Wolf have more decks than I do?
I think you just rolled poorly.
No, because the Dire Wolf, because the Monster Manual uses the point for
Yep.
tiebreakers. Technically, I should have the higher because it's based off decks, but whatever, I don't care.
Which one is paralyzed?
The one 50 feet away.
All right. Okay, he's going to use his max speed to go up to the one that's paralyzed and bite him.
Okay. That will hit.
All right. And strength save or be prone.
Now I see why you chose it. Strength save, you say?
Correct.
Wait, are you using the pounce ability?
It's just a bite.
All right, so not only is he paralyzed, but he's also prone.
He's having a real bad day.
He's having
He should not have tentacled that guy through the face.
He's
I'm
having
pretty
a bad time.
I'm pretty sure you auto fail strength-based checks when you're paralyzed.
Yes, you do. You're right. Strength and
Yeah.
dexterity.
Yeah, if you're incapacitated, I think incapacitated or stunned or anything like that. You think you still get one if you're restrained because you're just restrained.
Ichirai.
I'm gonna void blade this guy in the
wanna
face.
Point out real quick that part of the thing for paralyzed is any attack that hits the creature is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet of the creature.
You are right.
Okay.
So give me that extra bonus damage on top of it.
Was it just a D20?
No.
Just roll his damage again because you double the die.
Oh, okay.
2d6.
Like that.
I'm gonna throw this conditions list in chat again, like I like to do, because it's super handy to have on hand.
All right. Ichirai.
Alrighty. So first attack. Oh, that's a crit.
Where's the roll?
I
see it.
It's
You
in
had-
the chat.
You had
I
to
have
macro it.
I have to macro it because of the way that the blade works. So
Okay, so it's 20 plus 17.
yeah,
It's either
because
20, 17, or
I'm
13.
using
Gotcha.
I'm using the keep highest one.
Yeah,
for the
gotcha.
roll.
Gotcha. Okay. So that's a crit.
Holy crap.
Yeah. So I'm rolling again because this is just
Oh,
the damage.
No, don't roll.
Don't. Oh God. Jeez.
So
I apologize in advance if I kill any of the players.
the blade slices through this creature to the point to where you see like a small tear appear on its back, and then its body is ripped from the outside in and pulled in through like this into like this void gate, and it just shuts.
Oh,
Oh damn.
Nice. That's handy.
Okay. so since I have 10 feet of movement left, can I get to the other guy?
Yeah.
Which will technically be an automatic crit as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
oh my God.
So I just gotta hit him. So. And that 27 hits.
You are so lucky you have advantage.
I know.
You
I
are
love this.
so lucky you have advantage.
I love
Yes.
this blade. I'm only screwed in a double one.
So you bring the blade down onto him, and again, just ripped into this gateway.
I look at the blade and I'm like, I approve.
You're just kind of cradling it in your arms, give it a little. Where have you been all my life?
Who's a good sword?
I know. Right? Like,
Hey, that's my job, kissing my blades.
holy crap.
I think
This thing is-
with that, I think Necrath has blade envy at the moment.
I do.
I sheave like, before it sucks anybody else into the darkness. I sheathe my sword and start like undoing the bonds of prisoners.
So that's the one that was made from the Void Dragon
Yep.
Fang.
Yeah.
From the Void from your Fang.
So do I like just inherently know what just happened or anything?
Yeah. You know
Yeah.
exactly what happened.
So I'm probably gonna recoil a little bit, and then if the fight's over, I'm gonna start disconnecting the people from the things.
So, if you are trying to disconnect anyone, I need an Arcana check.
I mean, if I kill them in the process, I
Wait,
kill them. In the
so
process.
everyone's connected to the thing? It's not just like whoever they're
Everyone who is connected to one of the altars is being drained at the moment.
And how many altars are there?
There were 45 people on these.
There's
altars.
45. There's 45 altars.
Yup.
Holy crap, dude! Seriously?
Yes.
I thought it was just a line of 45
Oh,
people.
no,
we were
no,
just,
no, no,
We were
no.
just doing a conga line.
No. There are 45 altars, and there are 45 people being bled at the moment.
Okay. Does Luxana's check like?
Luxana, thankfully makes it as she, well, that's up to you, Luxana. It depends on how twisted you want to be. But you know that disconnecting these people from these altars will kill them.
Okay.
But leaving them there will power up or will continue to power whatever those runes are being used for.
All right. Well, I would probably just very, very begrudgingly tell the party that they're going to die either way, but we should at least make their deaths mean something. And then
So-
I think as we're like disconnecting them, I'll probably just kind of like hum Cassius's mother's lullaby to kind of help ease the transition for the peoples.
You can tell that the people are too far gone at this moment that they don't really,
Know what's happening?
they don't even notice you. They just seem to be babbling.
No, it's fine. I'm still gonna do it.
Okay.
Ichirai, whoever he disconnects, he says a prayer and apologizes and like cuts the cord.
Are they conscious while they're connected, and then they
They're-
kind of wake up when they and then die when
No,
they're disconnected?
so pretty much they're conscious, but they seem like their mind seems to be somewhere else because they're just a babbling mess.
So they're basically feeble-minded.
Yeah, they're feeble-minded at the moment.
Okay, so
And like the moment you disconnect them from the altar, they just die.
well, um,
It's just like the lights go out.
instead of taking the time to disconnect them, then I'm just going to use Agrin to behead them.
Agrin tells you, like, you go to do it, and Agrin tells you that it will not help. You need to disconnect them, or the blood is still going to power the runes.
Even when they're dead, it still
Even when they're
works.
dead, it will drain whatever blood is remaining in their body.
So I'll probably kind of snarl a bit at that, thinking about how much time it's wasting, and just kind of try and rip them from the altars instead of carefully disconnecting them.
Okay. Yeah, and it's not that hard. They don't really weigh much. You feel like every time you pick somebody up, they may weigh 30 pounds. Like, and like after a while, like Cassius, you get this feeling that these people have been dead. These people were dead long ago, but something is keeping the heart pumping in order to generate more blood.
That does not bode well for us.
But the moment that you disconnect the final person, you notice that the blood that had already been drained begins to like turn this like dry brownish color as the power begins to fade from the runes, and you feel the ground beneath you tremble as something lets out a, not really a roar, but kind of like a grumble of frustration.
How difficult would it be for us to try and destroy these altars while we're here as well?
That would take you
Just
some time.
Bit of a preemptive thing.
That would probably take you a couple hours to destroy them.
We don't have a couple hours.
Yeah, not enough time. We'll get them on our way out.
Okay. The only pathway that you have after this is a small stairwell that seems to spiral upwards toward higher up into the temple itself.
Oh, that's so a trap.
Well, since I haven't used any other concentration.
Did he just pause?
He just
no.
paused.
Uh-oh.
I thought it was my internet for a second. I was like, shit.
That's
yeah,
not
I
good.
thought it was my internet too.
Well, since
Rip
it's
HP
it's
Fox.
about time for
It's time for
second
break number 2,
anyway.
so let's go ahead and take our second break as HB Fox comes back, tries to recover from his
He
sudden
looks
paralysis.
like he's permanently in like shock mode right now. He's just like, oh no.
He now knows what is happening and what's going to happen to
I
your
swear.
characters.
It's
Yeah,
because
I
he
swear
threatened
he's
his
not
computer
stupid.
earlier. We told him not to, and he did. And now it's waited. Now it waited for the opportune
Computers
time
like
to mess with him.
computers are like cats. If you threaten it, it's going to just throw itself off the counter.
Exactly.
All right, I'll text him and let him know we're going. on
Okay.
break.
Yep. So we're going to go on our second break here, guys, and when we get back, hopefully HB Fox has recovered from the time pause. But yeah, stick with us, and we will be right back. Fox.
I'm still blaming Groudon's ninja hack fu.
Now
Oh, my bad.
Now I just have to find HB Fox in all this mess of game captures. There he
Actually,
is.
actually here's something that'll help. I know we have like 2 games left, but since we're continuing with the crazy, and I know how XSplit works, are you using the premium or the non-premium version?
Premium, I pay for it.
Okay, so you have unlimited scenes. So then what I would suggest is to you have everyone's capture on one scene, right?
Yep.
I would split our scenes.
Oh no, I don't. No, I have it as separate captures.
Oh, and it's still doing this?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Okay. All right. I'm out of suggestions. Actually, I'm not. I just don't want to turn the stream into text.
It's the communication between XSplit and what do you call it? Zoom. It gets a little wonky sometimes, but we're back. People aren't dead. HB Fox was not lost to the void.
Yeah, there's dead people.
Yet.
There's two lost to the void. One got turned into goo, and we just cut the plug on 45 cadavers. So,
and long story short, before my stupid computer cut me off, Pass Without Trace is still active.
Yeah. Is that what you were saying, or you had a question about something?
I was just trying to explain that it's still active.
Okay. So, Ichirai, are you still in the front, or who's taking the lead now?
I'll take the lead.
Oh, Luxon is like, nope, I'm the leader. Look at me. I'm the captain now.
Well, it's because my stealth is pretty high, decently.
All right, well, you got a 26. Ichirai's like, no, I'm a shadow.
I'm not even a shadow monk, and I'm in the shadows.
Yeah, but you also rolled a 20. I've got plus 14.
He just turns into John Cena and nobody can see him.
I know, right?
Huh? Who's wearing that void sword?
Yeah, I rolled a 2 for my stealth. So
Fine, whatever. Yeah.
So Luxana, going up the stairs, you get up to about the halfway point when you can tell that you are now about land level because you can hear the fight outside going on. And it seems that it's gotten closer to the pyramid as you hear explosions and whatnot. But you also hear like horrible screeches and roars and whatnot start to come from the sky and descend down upon the ground. You get up to a small makeshift arrow slit in the wall, and you can look out, and now like zooming down or barreling down from the sky on top of the fight is this large 7-headed Dracolich.
I vote we stay in head.
About that time, Luxana's also going to remember that the last time she was impaled. And she's just going to kind of turn to the party and be like, it looks really bad outside. You should go first, Ichirai.
And she's like, she's holding her stomach.
Yeah, she's just gonna like, ugh.
Really? Wow.
Well, because I have an awesome gun, so I was like, oh yeah, I could totally do this. And then I like reminded of the terrors that might happen. And I'm just
Alrighty,
like, no, I changed my mind.
Alrighty, so does he look like the Void Dracolich we fought before?
No. This looks like the best way to describe it is if like somebody took Tiamat and made her a Dracolich.
So it's a 5-headed Dracolich.
Yeah.
Oh, geez,
well, 7-headed Dracolich, but yeah.
Oh God. So
Yeah.
even so it's Gamora.
Yeah. It's an
It is
undead.
Gamora.
It's an undead Gamora.
Oh God.
Jeez. Thanks.
So not only do you have to worry about abominations, but now you have undead kaiju outside.
Godzilla.
But how are you proceeding up the stairs, Ichirai?
I tell the party there's a fucking Dracula out there with 7 heads. You know, I want to hit it with whatever we got long range first, soften it up, because it's gonna hurt.
Do you think it's wise to tell it where we are? We have a very specific mission here.
Okay. Does it see us? Because can we get by? Is the question.
Oh no, you could get by. It's out in the distance. You're like peering out. Excuse me, like I said, through a makeshift arrow slit.
Oh, okay. So we're going up the spiral staircase,
Yeah.
and we like see we peer out onto the battlefield, and there's and destruction and chaos and
Outside. You're inside. Like you're still safe inside from the kaiju fight, but it's outside.
You know what? I'd rather deal with it after we kills the trot than before we kills the trot.
Let the distractions do their job.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of a shit move, but it's like, it's why I recruited a small army. So, I'm hoping there's some firepower out there that can handle that shit.
You're hoping.
I mean, dude, we can't be the only mid, level champions on the whole coast. There's got to be at least 1 or 2 dudes in the Adventurers Guild that's at least on par with our levels. So,
Oh, I get you.
I mean, statistically speaking, it's not, oh my God, they're dead. It's like, oh crap, this might kill more people than I thought they were going to kill.
Yeah. the after party may be a few less in attendance.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like just like I just tap Luxana on the back and I'm like, keep going. we got shit to do.
I'm gonna be like, and I'm just gonna
You tap her on the back like ladies first.
It's out. It's out. All right, fine. It's outside. Whatever. So
Don't make me hell step in front of you and just go myself.
All right. I'm sorry. I keep going up the staircase.
Okay. And you walk probably about like another 5 minutes or so, and you come up to these large golden double doors that are emblazoned with the symbol of Satrat.
How come I don't have golden doors?
Are you an elder spider god?
I wish I was.
The doors are closed, I'm presuming.
The doors are closed.
So I like.
Kraus should go knock.
Yeah, Kraus our official door knocker.
I am the official door knocker. I'll do it. Just let me know.
Could you please stop this ritual? There are people dying outside.
I'll do
Also,
it.
can I get a cup of sugar?
Well, I mean, I don't know. Can Cassius tell if the door is enchanted or something like that? Like I don't want to just like kick the door open and then
I can
blow the element of surprise.
Give me a sec.
I actually have a little bit of a plan here. Well, maybe. Is there any cracks like beneath the door or between the 2 doors where they meet? Just like a millimeter crack is all I need.
It's not really a crack, but you have the small like separation from the floor between the floor and the door, and between like the crack for the 2 doors.
Okay. So
Groudon, your detect magic does not detect magic on the door.
Okay, thank you.
in that case, just to get a peek of what's on the other side without actually alerting anybody, I will use Wild Shape to change to a swarm of some little insect.
Bees?
That's an option, but there is a different one. It's something
a swarm of gnats or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And just do that to kind of
wild
slip
shaping
under.
break your concentration for the stealth?
It does not, because it is not a concentration spell.
Okay, cool.
I can't cast anything in this form, but it doesn't say anything about losing concentration on the existing spells.
You're fine.
So I'll just do that to slip under, just enough to get a look on what's on the other side.
All right. And so when you look on the other side, the walls of the hall themselves are running with blood. The floor is this translucent, like what may be glass, but you can just see the blood pooling underneath, and like running through a river almost. And you can see like decomposed bodies and like gore and whatnot, seemingly just running underneath the floor.
It's a good thing gnats can't throw up, as far as I know.
As for life forms in the room, it's clear.
So, quick question. Do we still have the Jeeves whistle?
You still do have the Jeeves whistle.
Well, I think it's about time to call him to clean up.
Are you seriously gonna call Jeeves and have him clean up the hallway?
I mean, it's not a horrible idea. I'm not getting my loafers in that stuff.
Oh my god, you're too.
Before I
Well,
go
there's
back,
a plane of glass separating the floor from the gore, but but you can call him if you want.
It can wait.
before I come back under the door, does it look like the door is latched or anything from this side?
Nope.
Any obvious locking mechanism?
No, it looks like the door is unlocked. Again,
Okay.
it seems to be a very egotistical and carefree setting for the door.
In that case, I'll come back over and go back to my normal form and just let them know that there doesn't appear to be any figures or people on the other side. No living people, anyway. But if you have a weak stomach, perhaps close your eyes when you open the door.
Luxana.
She's officially deferred to me, so I open the door.
Okay.
No, I gotta open the door. I interject and open it myself.
Okay. Which one of you's opening the door?
All right, if you know if Mister I find all the traps wants to open the door, I let him do it.
I'm doing it. I'm opening it.
Okay. When you touch it, nothing really happens to you, but you feel a heartbeat. The door is like warm. It's almost as if like you're touching flesh. And when you put your hand on it, there's like it feels like a beating heart, and then the door swings open for you.
Oh, okay. Not creepy at all. But yeah, I'm just gonna walk through.
Yeah, that's not creepy at all.
Absolutely not creepy. I've seen some worse stuff in my life.
All right, and the door swings open, and you all see what I just described to Cassius. Your stomachs turn a little bit, but it's almost as if you expect it to be like this. It's not really a huge surprise.
Okie dokie. And
Yeah.
are there any other altars or anything in the room?
Altars, no. But you can notice that where the walls are currently like bleeding down into the floor are these gargoyle-like heads with like the gore just running out of their mouths, as if something is draining higher above you down like the sides of these walls into like the trough that's underneath the glass floor.
Is there a door? Another door inside nearby?
Inside this room, it like opens up into like almost like a cathedral archway. Ahead of you is a open door that has a set of a large set of stairs that lead higher up, and on either side of you is two separate doorways. The doorway on the left, you can see the daylight coming through. No, so that kind of tells you that that's the front entrance. The door to the left seems to be sealed tight, and you can't really get a feel as for what's on the other side.
Well, if it looks like there's blood running from above us, then I'm going to guesstimate that there's more innocent people being drained upstairs, so I suggest that's where we go.
Second that motion.
Question.
Yes.
Does anyone have a way to block that blood flow?
Uh,
I think it'd just be funny to see what happens.
I can burn it, but don't
And
think
now we
that would
wanna-
do much.
I want to see if we can stop up the flowing blood and have it overfill up top.
I might be able to if I could somehow get access to sand.
We did land on a beach,
We
so
did, but I don't know how far I can pull sand from.
Is this with your armor?
Yes.
As long as it's 100 feet away from you, you can pull it.
Is there sand within 100 feet of me?
There is.
Then I will use my control sand ability to bring some sand in here and try and plug up this blood flow.
How fast are you bringing the sand in?
Not very, because I don't want it to like push up against the door outside or anything. I
Okay,
just want it to
like you're bringing it like through the cracks and everything.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and give me, say, a d20. All right. 10 minutes pass, but you're able to get enough sand to go in, and you can see that it's doing a good job of not only it like seems to absorb as much blood as it can, and then it like kind of like hardens in the mouths. And up above you, you hear you can hear like panes of glass breaking, and then the sickening pops as like the flow stops, and you can see what the last of what had drained under the floor run off, and then it's just nothing but like scarce body parts and loose blood that hasn't really settled correctly, or hasn't gone down into what is a large open chute at the front, near the front door.
Does anybody have any fire-based spells that they can use that won't use up their spell slots?
Yes.
That they can use to just like basically turn the sand that I put in place into glass, so it can't just easily be scooped out.
I'll do that.
All right. Okay, with the combination of Fire Ray and Create Bonfire, Nakrath and Elric are able to pretty much turn the glass in, turn the sand that are jammed into the mouths into glass.
Perfect.
Almost ensuring that the only way that somebody's going to be able to get through this is by like chiseling it out.
That was a good plan.
all right. I guess the only thing left to do now is take a look at that door that's sealed. Not that I'm going to be the one doing that, of course.
I'll take a look at it.
Okay. So this door is an almost like obsidian like color. Few ritualistic markings like have been carved into the wood, but it doesn't seem to be as grand as the door that you came in from the basement.
Is there any like door handles? Or...
There are two like not really poorly crafted, but poorly maintained brass rings that you could pull on to open either door.
Or I'm gonna just go ahead and open it.
Okay. Let's see now. Because something does happen here.
Well, I like this.
You're not going to.
I'm not gonna like this. I found the trap.
Okay. So you open this door and you're just overcome with this sea of large gray worms
Oh God.
that seem to pass over you. And then they form into these weird looking robed creatures. I need you to give me a constitution saving throw, Necrath.
Okay.
You're good.
Okay.
You're good. The rest of you, I'm going to need initiative,
Including me.
including you.
Okay.
You have to clear the initiative tracker.
Oh, yep. Give me one moment. Let me clear that initiative tracker. There you go.
It must be somewhere.
Hey, look at that. They all have shitty initiatives.
Not as shitty as me.
Yeah, but so do I.
They must come from the Lexus School of Rolling Initiative.
Works for me.
Apparently, Miss 26 Initiative.
Woo!
So, Luxana, you can go ahead and give me a. You can go ahead and go.
All right. Well, I'm going to use the pistol again because it seemed to work for me last time. Boop.
All right, roll me a d6.
All right.
Oh no,
Boom boom.
Luxana, can I get a Constitution saving throw from you, please?
Oh God.
Oh damn!
Oh no.
Okay, can you please roll me 8d10?
Oh,
Sure.
Oh crap!
All right, you're going to take half of that.
Okay. So that would be 24 because we round down, right?
It's going to be 24. As your gun begins to spark and pop as you pull the trigger, and the feedback from this gun and the steam that it just lets off just burns you.
It's a misfire.
Oh no, it's not a misfire.
Oh, it's not.
It's not a
It's
misfire.
just a powerful shot.
As there is just a loud explosion coming from where Luxana is at, as this large like fireball like concoction just goes off and just slams into these creatures, just and like just a wave of like fire and like lava just wash over them.
I am so glad I didn't get hit.
And this happens 1 out of every 6 shots.
Yep.
Oh boy. I'll be saying behind Oksana
Yeah.
from now on.
As these things are maybe about 5 feet apart from each other, so about like at a 15 area, and it just washes over them.
Are they dead?
They're not dead, but
They're not doing too good.
They're not doing too hot. As you just see like these singes and everything start to burn away at the robes, and they're not really human. It's like somebody just stuffed a ton of worms into a robe and said, "This is a human."
So it's Oogie Boogie. Got it.
Yeah. Ichirai. Oh, by the way, Luxana, you cannot heal that HP until a long rest or if you take that potion.
Oh,
shit.
damn! Wow,
Yeah.
that is a huge.
Residual feedback.
Please don't hit me with that.
A fair trade, I think, for potential 8d10 damage.
Seriously, there's like 2 of these guys, right?
There's 3 of them.
There's 3 of them. Alrighty, so I'm going up to the, I guess, the Singiest, since they're worm cadavers.
Oh, they're all
I don't-
singy. They're all like equally singy.
Alrighty.
That will actually, let me get my book so I can see if it. I think a 32 hits. Plus 13, Jesus Christ. Yeah, 32 is hit. I don't even have to look at that. I know it hits. Oh yeah, it more than hits.
All right, and then is the first one dead?
4, 8, 9, 15, 18, 23. Yes, it's dead.
All right, so then if it doesn't explode into ooze and pus and crazy stuff, I'm gonna attack the other one.
All right. Four, 9, 11, 15, 21, 26. It's dead.
And I'm gonna punch the last one with a single punch, since these guys are going down pretty easy.
And that one's dead too. And when they die, I need everyone to give me wisdom saving throws.
God damn it.
Oh, come on.
Okay. Groudon,
Yeah.
you critically strike yourself.
Oh, great. Do I just hit myself right now?
Yep.
All right.
You crit yourself. So go ahead and do that. And then do the crit damage on top of it. So 2d6. So just roll 2d6.
Yeah. Oh.
All right, so you're going to take 19 points of slashing damage as you just stab yourself with your blade.
Just doing that Sudoku style. Seppuku.
Inside the room, though, is a large black heart. Seemingly about half the size of the room. And like every few minutes, it seems to give off a small heartbeat.
I step behind Luxana and I tap her on the shoulder and I'm like, "That's all yours, darling."
So, what would how big would it be considered? Like large, or
It's taking up half this room.
I don't know how much.
So yeah,
okay.
consider it about a like on the higher scale of large.
Okay.
It doesn't get a dex save.
Yeah, if it's cast on a large or smaller non-magical object or creation of magical force, it's pretty much instantly.
Yep.
disintegrates.
And you hit it and it just disintegrates. And it just rocks the entirety of this temple as you hear something explode outside.
Dracolich
Hopefully
explode?
that dragon. Yep.
Hopefully that was the dragon.
But we're probably not that lucky, so
66 force damage. And
Is there a window in the room?
No. There's a front door.
I don't want to open the
Don't
front
open
door.
the front door.
No.
Please don't open the front
I don't want
knock.
Nikrath,
to. Yes.
give me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Oh God, is he cursed?
Okay, you don't stab yourself this time as you snap out of it.
Okay, sweet. First, like once is enough.
But yeah, so the heart explodes and it just leaves. It doesn't explode; it's disintegrated. But there was a loud explosion outside that seems to have rocked the entirety of the temple itself.
All right. Well, upstairs now.
We're going.
Only place left to go.
Pass Without Trace is still active, right?
It is not, because I took an extended amount of time to pull in that sand, so that required concentration.
Okay, cool. No worries.
It's not
Plus,
like,
I'm pretty sure my gunshot.
Oh no, your gunshot alerted the island and probably the 3 neighboring kingdoms. It's you know that scene in The Simpsons when Homer buys a gun and he's like, "This is the Loudner." It's pretty much that. It's like whatever stealth you had was gone the moment you pulled that trigger.
Well, I'm going first. Let's go.
All right,
Onwards,
McCrath.
upwards. I'm totally okay with him catching.
As you run up the stairs, you begin to hear chanting,
Okay, I'm gonna.
but it's a single voice, a woman's voice.
Oh no.
Luxana, since you did this before, I'm going to ask you to do it again. Can you give me a D100? Okay.
I saw that 7. I was like, fuck.
So you get up to the top, Nikrath, and you see Avara standing there. The sides of the room have been completely blown out and covered in gore. From what you can see, they seem to have been some sort of siphon that was siphoning the gore and the bodies that had fallen from the fight outside down into these troughs that were going down deeper into the temple. So when you destroyed that, you cut that off completely. Avara herself is standing on a platform in like deep concentration. Around her are now the 3 dead bodies of what you could only assume were priests. And whatever she's doing, it seems like she's having a very hard time maintaining control. Can you give me a perception check?
Me?
Yeah. Okay, you don't see it.
I should have just used passive perception. Oh well.
The rest of you see Nikrath stop at the top of the stairs, just staring intently at something. And one by one, as each of you breaks the landing, you see the same thing of Avara standing there in like deep concentration, chanting something.
I will go in there to stand next to her.
I say, what is she chanting? And should we stop her?
Each of you can give me perception checks now. Save for Nikrath, because he already failed. So everyone but Nikrath saw this. Below Avara is an open pit that seems just to have a barrier over it. And deep inside this large, like, cavernous pit, you can see, like, spider-like arms, like, reaching up and, like, taking swipes at the barrier. And every time it does, the temple begins to rock even more. And as it rocks and slams against this barrier, you can see Avara gritting her teeth.
Wait, are you saying that she's containing?
It could be assumed that she is trying to contain that barrier. But it looks like she's on the end of a losing battle.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just approach her and stand beside her
Okay.
and put my hand on her shoulder and just attempt to kind of revitalize her.
Okay. You don't see any wounds on her body, but the balm of the summer court seems to wash over her body, and she like relaxes for a moment. But like when another slam happens against the barrier, she just grits her teeth again. And being the person that knows her the most, you know that she can't hold this for much longer.
So in that case, I'll just kind of whisper quietly to her, how much time do we have?
She shakes her head, and like while gritting through her teeth, she's like, we cannot contain him. Whatever happened while you were digging through or making your way through here has made him insane. He's no more a god, more a primal beast. While he hasn't been able to obtain his full power, he is still a threat to the world.
When that barrier drops, you get out of here and let us do our job.
So we got to go further up still? What's the deal?
She's like, you need to leave now. When he breaks this barrier, he's going to bring it down with him.
But you have a way out, right? For yourself. You're going to make it out.
Meanwhile, Elric doesn't need to be told twice. He turns around and starts walking for the front door.
Elric just like shrugs, puts his hands in his pocket, and just nonchalantly walks out. Lights a cigarette.
Sadly, I don't have any cigarettes with me.
He like Ichigo Uzumaki. He like Ichigo's out.
Yeah,
he's like, whatever, dude. I'm out.
just walks out and just like signals like, see you later.
Yeah. I can wait till she's done trying to hold this being back before we kill it or capture it.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if the temple's gonna come down, I mean, I'd rather fight it I'd rather not be exploded by a temple first, and then.
Actually, guys, seeing as we need to be outside when the temple starts destroying itself, we should probably get out as fast as we can and deal with any shit that's outside.
I'm gonna stay with Avara.
Is there like you said the sides of this room is blown out, right?
No, the sides aren't. There were like siphons in the corners of the room that have been blown out.
Oh, okay. There's no window or landing or anything like that?
No, nothing like that.
All right, crap.
Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to walk up behind her and kind of just like wrap my arms around her and tell Cassius it'll be okay and kind of tell her to let me know when she can't hold out any longer.
I say we finish the conversation with her first.
All right, I'm heading outside. I don't want to get blown up.
What about Unicraft?
I'm not immune to rubble, so I'll be going outside.
I'm not immune to crushing, thank you.
Exactly.
Not immune to falling structures, so I'm leaving.
Exactly.
She like looks over at Cassius, is like, we maybe have 5 minutes, if that.
I need you to tell me, though, Avaria, that you have a way out for yourself. You're not going down with this place. Yes?
Well, she slowly puts a hand over Luxana's as she's like holding her. She's like, I do now.
I told you it'll be okay, Cassius.
So I'm just going to give them a bit of a nod, and then I'm going to move to the entryway of that room and then turn back and tell Luxana to go now.
No.
I'm leaving. Go now.
Go
Unless
now?
I see you two leave,
She's
I'm
like,
staying here.
as she calls, like Avara calls out to you, she's like, do not be an idiot. Just go. She will be fine. I promise.
I can't take you both.
I can make it out on my own. I can, out of character, I have hidden paths. So I can
I
zoom
know,
my
but
way out.
she's telling you to go.
Yeah,
She
I'm-
wants to make sure you're out before she does anything.
Yeah, out
I
of
wanna
character,
make sure
I'm gonna
she's
damnation
out.
lure her ass out, but I can't take 2 people. I can only take 1.
Well, at least let me see you open that door before I go.
If I open the door, the entire temple will come down. Just
Luxana,
leave.
Luxana, your dimension door. Open it, and I will leave.
I don't think that's how it works.
That's not how it works.
Yeah, no. It
Is that
basically
not in the spell description that it literally opens up a door that you pass
No,
through?
no,
No.
it's a short range teleport.
Yep.
It's a
Or
Nightcrawler
knows.
Bamf.
Yeah, no.
We have
I'll-
used it incorrectly in the past. In that case,
Yeah, you teleport yourself.
Yeah, and up to 1 willing creature. So I can't take you. I can only take Abara.
right?
Imagine it's like a rotating door, not a open and closed door.
Yeah. Well,
And I have to
that's
step into the same rotation with her to go with her.
basically. I'm just looking for assurance that they're getting out.
I told you, I'll always be your first mate. I wouldn't do something so reckless if I didn't think I could handle it. I take care of the people I care about. Remember that. So get the hell out of here.
She's an adult, damn it.
Yeah, you're not my real space dad.
Hey, I made you the adult that you are. That sounds wrong. Okay, I'm leaving.
Whoa.
Uh,
Phrasing.
I'm out. Where's
Crazy.
the front door again?
Phrasing.
freezing.
All right. And as soon as she's out, or he's out, you see the barrier begin to fade away. And she's like, now would be a good time.
All right. And then I'm just gonna
Just-
poof us.
All right. So as everybody walks out before the little Bamf.
Run. Like
Okay. Run,
Bo-
walk, or
bonus
non
action dash.
Okay, I'm
double
sorry.
move. Like I'm out.
sprinting out, running out, walking out, or in
Hell flash,
Elric's
whatever.
case, zero fucks giving stroll. When you
Sounds
guys
about
get
right.
out, you see that a lot or all of the forces that the cultists had thrown against the Warriors Guild now lay strewn about the beach and like on the hillside and everything, just like all over the place, as if they've exploded.
Yeah.
Like the sand and the trees and the hills and everything, pretty much everything is just covered in gore, including the remaining Adventurers Guild. Ichirai, if you can give me a D100.
Oh crap! I need to see how much percentage of them are left alive.
Yep.
All right, everybody. All right. Oh, God. All
Can you
right.
Use your point of inspiration.
I'm thinking about it. I'm really, really thinking about using my point of inspiration.
I will allow you to use a point of inspiration for it.
Can I
Alrighty.
give him my point of inspiration.
Alrighty, I'm using my point of inspiration for the army in hopes of low roll. Because that's what I would do.
Well, the lower you roll, the lower survived.
Yeah, high roll.
You
I
want
want a high roll.
You want
Okay.
a high roll. To see how many
Okay,
people
so it's not
survive.
percentage dead, percentage alive.
Yeah,
Okay.
percentage alive. Okay, there's
Oh yeah,
20.
I'm using my.
Good start. Good start. Let's
That's
get a 1 right now.
No whammy. Okay.
Okay, 74%. That's good. That's
All right.
that's better than I was hoping.
74% of the Adventurers Guild remain. Beaten and battered and everything, they are already collecting their dead, or of what's left of their dead in some cases, and slowly but surely, like taking them back to the ships.
All things considering, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
Some pretty good numbers for survivors.
That was worth my point of inspiration. Ichirai's
For
happy.
now.
For now.
I know. I mean, I know I'm gonna need it later, and I'm gonna wind up dying. But you know what? That's what he does.
And there's a slight calm and almost like a thank God moment when you see them. Your buddy from the Adventurers Guild like signals to you and like gives you like a salute and whatnot a ways away from the beach, and then the island begins to rock as Cassius runs out of the temple and joins you, and a moment later, Luxana poofs out with Avara as the temple just explodes, sending a shower of stone and fire all over the island and into the sea. And out from the hole flies this gargantuan beast, malformed and almost oozing as it's taking off in the direction of Hammer's Reach.
Oh wait, it's flying towards Hammer's Reach?
And it's flying like a rocket.
Oh nah, son, you supposed to fight us here, bro.
And
I'm
as
someone
it
shoot it.
as it begins to fly off into the distance, you hear a couple explosions from behind you, and then a rope ladder comes down as Crackbolt looks down from the ship and he calls out to you. He's like, "Are you coming? We got a spider to catch."
I fly up onto the ship, like, punch it.
What about the rest of you? Are
Oh,
you
yeah.
staying on the island, or are you going after it?
Why would I stay here? Heck
Might as
no,
well
get on the
go
boat.
after it.
All right, so you get on, and you see him hit a button on the ship, and you know that engine he told you about, Cassius? You see it on the back of the ship, and there are 4 arms. And you just see, like, 4 mechanical arms. Each one grabs a stick of dynamite and throws it into the engine. And you guys just start taking off after the feral Citrat. And that is where we're going to stop for tonight.
All right.
So
Dude.
the final episode is going to be you guys trying to stop Zatrat from making landfall in Hammer's Reach.
That's a bullshit. Oh, so many expletives.
I don't know. I didn't really like Hammer's Reach. I might let him land before I take him out.
So many expletives. Oh, that's such a.
Is something wrong? Just shaking your head. But yeah, so next week is the final episode of season 1.
Hopefully.
Well, it is. It's going to be the culmination of a campaign that's lasted almost 3 years. So we are going to be starting at, well, it depends. Can you guys make it a little early next week?
I can.
No, not
Okay.
possible. Sorry.
All right, so 6:30. So we'll be starting at 6:30 next Tuesday. And we will, I think, so what's going to happen next week is we're going to do the fight, and we're going to do a prologue.
An epilogue?
An epilogue, whatever. The one that comes after the story. I don't read books. So what I need you guys to do for me is think of what your characters are doing 10 years after the fall of Zatrat.
Unless we die.
Unless you die, and then we know what you're doing. You're in the ground.
So are you just going to give Zatrat an enrage timer or something if we can't take him out before the end of the session?
Oh God, please don't give him a rage timer. Because I'm
I don't
sorry.
I'm
First,
sorry, is this World of Warcraft?
yeah,
Exactly.
dude.
Run away, little girl.
Have you not watched WoW videos? First runs with an enraged boss are wipes. No.
I've seen them.
I'm just saying, if it takes us 3 hours and we're still fighting him, then yes, he explodes. The entire world is dead, and we're all dead. Everything is dead.
Epilogue, you're in the ground. Nothing happens anymore.
So that is going to be next week at 6:30 on this channel, and we are going to be finishing up the campaign, finishing up the first season, and then the following week we will be jumping right into season 2. If anybody knows of any programs I can use to create an end credits, please get in contact with me on Twitter. I am trying to do something special for the end of the campaign.
iMovie.
Isn't that just an Apple product?
It's if you don't have iMovie, whatever the Windows equivalent.
Windows Movie Maker?
Yeah, it does the same thing.
Okay, because I want to make an end credits thing, and it's gonna be pretty cool. So if I can get it done and if I can put work into it, I want to do it. But we are going to go on a raid as we normally do. But before we do that, Alicorn, who are you and what do you do on the internet/Twitch?
I am Alicorn. I'm the community manager for Dungeons and Distractions. I play Lixana on Tuesdays until after next Tuesday, which she will either be dead or alive. Who knows? I also play Broody Samoya on Sundays, and I stream every once in a while. Lately, it's just been Dauntless, but that's okay because Dauntless is pretty.
Dauntless is amazing.
I need to play more Dauntless. I'm still tier 3, and it pisses me off.
HB Fox, who are you and what do you do on the internet?
I am HB Fox, and I'm the manager for the Hunter Wild. We have a community-driven variety cast here on Twitch, where conversation and discussion comes first, and gameplay sometimes happens. We do lots of big launch events and giveaways and stuff for, anything from relatively unknown indie games to big AAA titles. And we're actually, I think this is technically day 1 of our Far Cry 5 launch event. We played it yesterday, but I don't think we're starting the event until today. So if you're interested in that game at all, feel free to stop by.
Azarin, who are you and what do you do on Twitch?
Hello, I am Azrin, and I primarily adult. Right now, I am working on getting back into charity streaming. But Tuesdays, you will find me here, being your friendly neighborhood, shenanigan-ridden OP monk. And that's pretty much it right now. But my brain is like, it's like, you bastard. I want to kill a spider, damn it. I want to kill a spider. Just saying. Spider's bad.
Groudon, who are you and what do you do on Twitch?
Who am I? Well, I'm everyone's lovely, stupid Cambion. I am Master Groudon. I'm a variety streamer. I am really close to finishing Ni no Kuni 2. It kind of threw up a wall on me, and that's going to take a while, so I have to do that off stream. But I got really upset that I decided to kill a couple rednecks, which is Far Cry 5, of course. Getting on that hype bandwagon family. And it's been really fun, interesting, and I'm ready to do some more.
They're called Peggies. Get it right.
Oh, sorry. Peggy rednecks.
Peggy Hill.
Peggy Hill. God dang it, Bobby. Ooh.
And I am Rojan Quest. I am a co-DM here on Dungeons and Distractions as well. You can find me here 3 times a week, either DMing these wonderful people or playing in our Wednesday and Sunday games. On top of that, I have my own channel where I focus on a variety of RPGs, FPSs, and fighting games. Right now, we are currently doing a lot of Dauntless. Just jumped into Far Cry 5. And looking forward to going back into our Mass Effect 2 and Dragon Age Inquisition full playthroughs. But as I said, we are going to go on a raid here, and we are actually going to go raid the Hunter Wild. As Fox said, he is currently starting, or he started his Far Cry 5 event today, so click that join button up there if you want to go with us. When you get in there, show them some love. Type, I heard there were dragons in here. And we will catch you guys tomorrow for Keelhauled, Sunday for Blood Moon Adventures, and next week on Tuesday for season 1 finale of this show. Have a good one, everyone.
So we basically cut off his food supply and pissed him off, didn't we?